Try to say her whole name, but I may mess it up. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Great people, good afternoon. I am elated and excited to be your speaker on today. Since we will be coming from a subject of women of color, I can only think of a bouquet of flowers. A bouquet can come in many different colors, but those colors, when blended in together, can make a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful image. That same bouquet can also make an aroma that's refreshing to the air. So no matter what color, religion, background, race, or age you may be, we all still need each other's love and support, just like that bouquet needs the different flowers to become a beautiful masterpiece. I just stated that age does not matter. So no matter how old you are or how young you are, you may still be something great. Your gift and calling is something that no one can take from you. So just touch a life and be great. Some of us are given different gifts and talents. Those same talents can motivate and inspire others, young or old. So no two people have the same gifts and abilities. Some people may have a gift of singing. How many singers do we have in here? I know a few. Okay. Might have to start a choir. Another gift can be of playing instruments. Do we have anybody that's gifted in that area? Okay. And you can also be gifted in speaking and encouraging others. But women, we are a true gift in itself. I do want to emphasize first and foremost that women, you rock. I'm going to say that again. We rock. Give yourself a hand. The men are looking like, yeah, but you rock. They know. Do you want to know why? Because we were created, and our role was to be the good thing. So throughout this, when I say good and point at you, I want you women to say thing. All right, so let's practice it. You are the good thing. All right. So when you wake up every morning, tell yourself and look in the mirror that I am the good thing. All right. So when God created us, he made us good. But I'll say that he made us very good. He called us to be a helpmate. And in some instances, you think of a helpmate as being a wife. But that situation or that helpmate or helpmeet, however you want to say it, it means many different things. Because it's someone who loves, someone who cares, someone who cooks, cleans, works, provides, and succeeds still by touching others. Now, as you can tell, that's a lot of responsibilities for one individual. Even with so many responsibilities, the load may seem too heavy to bear, but somehow we always find a way to conquer and get through every obstacle that is thrown our way. Some of those obstacles may consist of a few setbacks, you know, those curvy roads that you may take, those bumps that come along the way, and delays that try to get us off track. But as we know, every setback is a setup for a major comeback. Think about the past situations that you've been through, and nobody knows but you. But think about those things that have made you better physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, spiritually, or however you want to put it. Think about those things that have gotten you where you are today. And now you are grateful for those things that have happened to you or that you went through because you would have never known your true strength. And without those experiences and struggles, you wouldn't know your true strength and how strong you really are. I always say, don't just go through life, grow through life. All right? Let me say that again. Don't just go through life, grow through life. As we are learning to be the good, we will start growing in life instead of just going through life. All right? So continue to set a positive example as women of color and instill in others that if you happen to fall, don't wallow in your sorrows or mistakes. Because honestly, your mess can still become a message. So everything that you've been through, everyone that you come in contact with, they may need to hear your story. Everybody has something going on, but someone needs to hear your mess because it can eventually become a message. So we go about our busy and hectic lives as we do every day. We're all working. We're working. We're ready to get to work right now. We're thinking about work right now. But no matter how busy you are, do not stop helping others. That doesn't mean financially. A lot of times when you think you're helping somebody, that doesn't mean financially. That just simply means giving someone a smile, a hug, or an encouraging word. That's more than enough. Yes, the person next to you may be struggling, hurting, grieving, or just down about life in general. So this is your chance today to touch someone's life by a simple smile. So now I challenge you to look to the person to the left and smile, and look to the right. Look to the right and smile. Now I want you to look at those two people and just say, good thing. All right. Just at that moment, you just spoke life into someone else. All right? So we may be encouraging the women on today, but men, we also need your support as well. Embrace that good thing, because that good thing is bearing and raising our children. Now today, they are working and coming home to do homework, and y'all want us to cook supper. Do it, and then turn around and do it all over again every single day of the week. I once heard the quote, everyone you come in contact with is fighting a battle that you know nothing about, so always be kind. Everyone that you come in contact with, whether you're on the elevator, whether you're at work, no matter where you go, in the grocery store, everyone you come in contact with is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. So always be kind. I'm reminded of an 8th grader last year. Someone reached out to me. I didn't know the young lady, but she told us that her mother had passed away from cancer, and she asked if our team would come and support the young girl. Now, I couldn't imagine being a 7th or 8th grader losing my mom. So we went and supported this young lady, our team, and our presence there made such a difference. So all of us have a gift. You don't have to be a part of a basketball team to help people out and to embrace each other people or encourage them. Just go and support others no matter what they're going through. Now that young lady, she gave us so much strength, because I'm like, now how in the world is she playing basketball a few days after losing her mom? But she was out there giving it her all. And when she looked up in the stand and saw our women's basketball team, that meant so much to her. So make sure that you go out and encourage other people, because you never know what people are dealing with. We acknowledge her strength to play and be a shining light, even through such a difficult time. So through encouraging others, we're often reminded of the people that have made an impact in our life, or someone who came through and encouraged you. There are so many women that have changed my life from childhood all the way up to adulthood. I was fortunate enough to have a great and awesome mother that raised me with much dignity and respect. She did not allow me to go out dressed inappropriately. You know how it is now, times have changed. But she always said, people are always watching you. And sometimes you never know who knows you. You may be walking around, you never know. So you always have to be mindful of that. A parent that teaches their daughter the essence of being a woman of integrity has set her up for so much success in the near future. So if we have any young ladies in here, do listen to your parents, because they know exactly what they are talking about. Even though it makes you mad, they know exactly what they're talking about. I know a few parents probably hitting their kids. You better listen. She taught me to keep my head held high and to accomplish everything that my heart desires. We all have dreams and aspirations. I hope, right? All right. I grew up in a small town. Just a little bit about myself, because sometimes the best story you can ever give is a story about yourself. I grew up in a small town in Arkansas, and the statistics were slim to none for a young woman of color or man to get a free college degree. I even worked my tail off. Even after having school paid for through athletics, I was able to get academic scholarships, so that extra money was able to go to my pocket, which was a blessing. But in that situation, you have to beat the odds. Because in life, people will always tell you what you can't do, but rarely tell you what you can do. Even now, I have so many women that still impact my life, special people like Lisa Martin, so many staff members at Marshall University, and the ladies of my church. I have a lot of faces in here. I don't want to say any names, because you know you can't do that. They'll get mad. So my Antioch family that are here to support me. And so those same people that have been there, that has helped me so much, especially moving from Arkansas to the wild and wonderful West Virginia. Nobody told me probably the first time moving here, there was a big hurricane storm. I don't know what was going on. But trees were coming out of the ground. I was driving and the tree just fell over. I'm like, where am I? Now in Arkansas, we may have tornadoes, but I ain't never seen no tree just fall while you're driving in your face, roots and all. So that was my experience, and then the snow hit, and I was just done. I was like, oh my God. But thankfully, the great people in the community and Marshall University has embraced me, and I have enjoyed my stay here and met some great people. Michelle Obama once stated, I am an example of what is possible when girls from the beginning of their lives are loved and nurtured by the people around them. I am grateful for those same people, as she stated, that have loved and cared for me throughout this whole stay here. We must never forget from which we've come, because every crisis carries a growing message to make us stronger, wiser, and to supply us with the wisdom and knowledge that will help someone else along the way. The women of color that will be recognized on today have shown that same love and support to those around them. Some of the characteristics I feel she possesses, an individual with those same characteristics, it will be strength and dignity, outstanding ability, inspiration, wisdom, many skills, and great compassion. So if you feel like you consist of those characteristics, that is great. As we honor them on today, just know that you've accomplished some great things in life, but your work is not done just yet. There's still a dying world out there that needs you to make a difference in someone's life. I always say that you may not be able to reach 500 people, but if you could just reach one, that is more than enough, all right? Because that one person can be a life coach, and in the midst of being a life coach, they're able to speak and mentor other people. That person can also be a professor, so at the same time, you're able to come in contact with so many young adults at all times throughout the day. And then that could also be the President of the United States. That is somebody who is taking over and caring for our world and our nation. So embrace that one person that is willing to listen, because a lot of times we want to reach everybody, but you can't reach everybody because some people don't want to listen. So if you will reach that one, that can make a difference in the world. Theodore Roosevelt once said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Since your care and contributions to the university and community are not going unnoticed on today, so continue to care and love for others as you've already done. We honor every woman of color that will be recognized. We give you your flowers and we celebrate you on today because you are that good. Hey. So many, I'm glad you guys are paying attention. So many great people have come and gone and passed away, but their legacy still lives on and holds a dear place in our hearts. Fran Jackson comes to mind. She's on the back of your program. Every time I saw her, she was always smiling. I don't care where, through the campus, she'll yell your name and wave, and she had a beautiful smile. She impacted so many individuals, and unless you knew her, you wouldn't understand where we're coming from, but she was one great individual, and her spirit and her joy, it will still live on here at Marshall University. Now, as I speak today, encouraging each of us that we must go back and pick up the characteristics of integrity and love for others that our ancestors left behind. Because where there is unity, there is strength. And as we move up the ladder, be sure to pull someone up along with you. A lot of times we want to get to the top and we ain't looking down no more. So pull somebody up with you. As I look out into the audience today, I can tell from the glow on your faces that each of you possess a certain power that qualifies and certifies you for this journey. Remember, your legacy will be remembered for years to come. And continue to work hard and never give up on your many dreams of making our society a better place. Because we are all one big family. No matter where you come from, no matter your race, no matter whatever you want to call it, we are all one big family. Last but not least, ladies, if you don't remember anything else that I've said on today, I always close with my favorite scripture, which is Colossians 3:23, which basically says, whatever you do, work at it hard as you're working for the Lord and not for men. And in my opinion, that is what I call success, because you are that good. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot that they would think of me to even put me in a position to speak to so many individuals, young and old, that came today. So it was a great opportunity. I was excited just to give an encouraging word to someone, whomever that may be. I feel that this program allows a lot of women and men to come together and mingle, fellowship, get to know each other. This is a great start to being something even bigger than we can imagine. So I appreciate organizations and wherever we can come together and build unity, like I said earlier, because that's what the world is all about.
And we know that your legacy.
Her legacy will go on for years and years and years, just from the students that she reached out to, also faculty that she had a great relationship with. So I do feel like her smile, her energy, and everything else will allow this program to continue to succeed.